Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. We are now in part 2 of my search for shine-through keycaps for my Rainy 75 mechanical keyboard. I will link part 1 in the description box and I will also link the unboxing of the Rainy 75 as well. And here I am unboxing another set of keycaps which I ordered from Lazada. I will link these down below. These are the same kind of keycaps, just in two different colors, yellow and white. As you can see, these keycaps are in OEM profile, and they are listed as Horizon Pudding. I think that means that they are pudding, but instead of the pudding area occupying a large part of the side walls of the keycap, they occupy only the lowest part, like in the horizon. I think that's what the word means, because that's what I can see here. And by the way, because I have been taking off these keycaps a lot, I have already lost the Z key. See? This is so annoying. Now I have to clean my entire room just to find that missing Z key. This is my first time to see the OEM profile in person, and I must say I really like how it looks. The legends are also nicely done. It has a high enough contrast with the keycaps. However, when I placed the white keycap in the caps lock key, there is some bad bleed through on the south part of the keycap, which is a pity because the shine through of the legend itself is quite nice. But the yellow keycap has no problem at all. The shine through on the legend is bright enough and the rest of the keycap is solid. There is no light bleeding through where it shouldn't. And I'm surprised that it sounds almost the same, if not even slightly deeper than the original keycaps that came with the Rainy. The white keycap also sounds the same as the yellow, and when I checked, I saw that the new keycaps are made of a thick material, almost as thick as the Rainy keycaps, because the Horizon Pudding keycaps has two layers. The outermost layer is the opaque, and the inner layer is the shine-through material for the legends and for the pudding feature on the Horizon line. I think the thickness of the material of the keycaps is a major contributor to the sound of the keys. So it's a pity that the white ones are of very bad quality because I do like the sound. I will give a full sound test of these keys at the end of the video. So I decided to return the white set and just keep the yellow set. I work in the dark a lot, which is my preference when working on my creative projects. So I really need the good quality shine-through keycaps. But I also work with a task light when doing admin work and a bright, tall lamp when I am on video calls while at the same time writing reports. So the shine-through of the keycaps should be able to adapt to all three different lighting situations. And by the way, this is how I switch out the keycaps on my keyboard. I really do it one by one because, would you believe, I have never memorized the layout of the keys, even though I have been typing on the QWERTY layout ever since I was maybe 8 or 9 years old on my father's old Olympia manual typewriter. The personal computer was not available in our area at that time, and it was not a very affordable piece of equipment at that time either. So we had that manual typewriter, which I used until I was in college. That typewriter was from the 1970s, and that was what my dad used the whole time he was in college. When I was in college, my father gave me an electronic typewriter, a Smith Corona, the one with the film cartridges for the typeface, and another film cartridge for the eraser. I remember having 3 different print wheels, and I could set the margins, and that would activate the automatic enter to move to the next line down, and I could just type very fast and continuously without having to worry that I was approaching the end of the line and have to manually move down a line. And of course, it can erase my mistakes cleanly. That equipment was so cool. Anyway, I never learned how to type properly. Like I said in some of my previous videos, I never took any typing classes, so my typing form is awful. But I managed to get by on that awful typing form as a professional writer. I was able to write and publish 4 books and countless reports and researches. It's not very efficient to type this way, I know, and I don't have the best accuracy, but it's a typing form that I have, and that is okay. Besides, I have been watching millions of mechanical keyboard videos on YouTube lately, and no one has the perfect typing form that I have seen on those 1950s movies where secretaries type on those giant manual typewriters. So, for the past few decades, everyone, I think, just pretty much got by with whatever typing form they had, and we all got things done anyway. So, it's okay. And like I also said in a previous video, I also use a separate numpad, which I place on the left side of my Rainy to make sort of like a 98% keyboard, but southpaw, meaning the numpad is on the left instead of on the right. I really just prefer it that way, even if I'm not really technically a southpaw. I tried the white backspace key again, and the bleed through of the light is really bad. It's very unsightly. It would be too distracting for me. But the rest of the keys in here are the yellow ones, and they are all okay. Now here's the keyboard in the dark environment, which is for when I'm writing for my creative projects. Very nice, bright, and legible shine-through legends. This is how it looks with the task light for my admin work. Some of the keys that the light falls directly on are not very visible, but it's okay. I know what those keys are. And with a tall lamp on for the super bright lighting during video calls, I am surprised that I can still see them with some of the colors of the backlight, but I can see them even better when the backlight is turned off. The contrast is not so high, but I can read it. So, bright light, task light, and dark light. And because it's horizon putting, I can see the white light of the caps lock key better when I turn it on and off. And finally, it's time for the sound test. I do like these keycaps. I like the sound. They are super close to the sound of the original Rainy keycaps. I like the quality. I like the color. And I like the horizon putting. And the OEM profile looks a little bit retro and it's super comfortable to type with. I think I can work with these keycaps. But my problem now is that when they're all the same color, I make a mistake in pressing the keys that are on the far right. I never had those keys on the far right when I'm using the built-in keyboard of my MacBook Pro. So having the keys there on the 75% keyboard is something to get used to, especially with keys that are all the same color. That's actually the reason why I also bought the white keycaps, but those did not work. These keycaps also come in pink and blue, and I might try them out. I hope they are of good quality as well, like the yellow. If they are, I will place them in some of the keys here together with the yellow. So obviously, there will be a part 3 to this keycaps drama. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and that you click the notification bell so that you will get an alert as soon as that video is up. Thanks for watching. Bye.